Hi, in this last video for the Waylay NLP series, we'll have a look at creating a little database of examples. In the last video, we created a canonical pattern string. This is a formatted string where the algorithm can easily extract variables from, as shown right here. Now the thing is that natural language is more versatile and ambiguous. We can say the same thing in different ways, but the canonical is very rigid, and we cannot diverge from it in any way. To cope with this, GTP3, the cutting-edge NLP algorithm Waylay uses under the hood, can accept a set of examples. For each example, we give a slight different way of expressing the canonical and how to map this variation in the canonical pattern. This way, the algorithm learns how to generalize the canonical string. Let's start by creating a new set of prompt examples. I'll call mine weather checker examples. From there, we can create a first example. But first, I'll quickly copy the canonical we created in the last video for convenience. So press Create Example. Here I'll type out a variation on the canonical string as the utterance. For example, send me a message if the temperature in Paris is above 30 degrees. Now, under canonical, I have to specify how this utterance maps to the canonical we created last time. In this example, that would be message me when temperature in Paris is above 30. That was our first example. To get to a robust set, we should add more of them. More is always better in this case. Try to use a different wording and word order in each of them. This way the algorithm has more to learn from. Alright, I added 3 more examples and how to map these to the original canonical. Now it's time to test our examples out real quick. Let's try a location, property and threshold I haven't put in the examples yet. Like notify me if in New Delhi the wind speed is over 2. To make it even harder for the algorithm, I spelled out the threshold number. As you can see, all the values got correctly mapped and the spelled out 2 even got converted to a proper number. Okay, everything is in place right now, which means we can test our use case end to end. Let's go to the root of our rule base and press test. Here you can choose to fill out an utterance in the top input field or a canonical in the lower one. Let's just fill out an utterance. I'll pick the same from just now about New Delhi. We see we run into a problem here. The right canonical is created, but the wrong generator gets used, and the resulting template is not the one we link to our generator. This is because one of the system generators is rated to have a better match to the resulting canonical. To solve this, we just have to remove the conflicting generator, in this case the in-range generator. If we now try the same test, we see that the right template is filled out. Now, the automatically generated template doesn't look great, but that is because we also automatically generate the node names, which makes every node very long. When we take a look and edit the template in the designer, we can see that the variables we defined earlier got filled out with the right information. Now I can test this template and get a message if the wind speed in New Delhi is over 2. Which it apparently is. The Twilio node successfully sent me a text message. Note that if you want to try out the same, you will have to fill out the right API keys for the Twilio and Weather plugin. Both services have a free tier, so go check them out. I'll leave links to them in the description down below. For the Twilio node, you'll also have to fill out your phone number, of course. Also, I seem to have made a mistake in the video about preparing your rule. You will need to add double quotes to where we select the right weather property in the transform node. Now, this was only a test. If you want to use your rule base in a real scenario, you'll need to call it using the API. You can test this through any program that can make API calls, like curl or postman. I'll leave a link to the relevant API documentation in the description down below. Alright, that's the end of the mini-series about NLP in the Waylay platform. We could definitely have made some improvements here and there, but as a first use case, it does the trick. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below or come and have a look in the documentation or our forums. We would be glad to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.